Hi, my name is David Clarken, co-founder of FWI Wealth Management, and it's my pleasure today to be here to speak to you about how to invest your 401k on behalf of the Financial Planning Association. So over the past several decades, we've seen a shift away from defined benefit or pension plans to defined contribution or 401k style plans. And what that does is shift the risk from your employer squarely onto your shoulders as the employee. So not only do you have to do a great job at work, but now you've also got to do a great job of saving and investing your own money. The good news is we're going to be able to share with you just a few ideas on how to make that job a little bit easier. So I think the first and most important thing to remember is you've got to get in the game. And what I mean by that is you've got to save into your own 401k plan. You cannot miss any of the match that your employer is willing to give to you. It's essentially a free raise. So go ahead and get the maximum amount of match you possibly can. Defer as much of your income as you possibly can. And I always suggest that you pay yourself first. What I mean by that is if you ever get a raise, whether it's 2 or 3 or 4%, always pay yourself first. Go ahead and save an additional 1% into your 401k because you'll never miss that money, but it makes retirement something a lot more achievable and during the lifetime that you want to enjoy it. The last thing we both want to do is see someone retire when they're 85 years old and don't have the ability to enjoy retirement much the way they would. So now once you're in the game, how do you invest your 401k? Well, the first most important question you've got to ask yourself is, are you going to be involved or are you not? And that question seems easy to answer on the outset, but the reality is a lot of people do this on their own, but they either don't have the time, the discipline, or the knowledge to invest on their own. But the good news for you is that most 401k plans have target retirement funds. In other words, you don't have to choose how to invest. You invest in the option that fits the year that you want to retire. If you do want to be self-directed, that's okay too, as long as you've got the time, the discipline, and the knowledge to do it. I suggest you go for it. When you do that on your own, though, just recognize that there's probably a handful of really good options in your 401k and then a handful of options that may not be the best. So you get to go ahead and cherry pick which ones work most, which one works best for you. And then within the context of your entire investment plan, your 401k that you're currently contributing to, your rollover 401ks, any other investments you've got outside of that, they've all got to mesh together. So the 401k is going to be just one component of your aggregate portfolio. And how you choose to invest the 401k has got to further your overall goal, whatever retirement may look like for you. Some mistakes I really hope you avoid. There's several that stick out, but the most important, I think, is that you don't overinvest in your company stock. And I know a lot of us work for a company, we love it, it's the greatest thing on the earth, but then you've got to think about how many companies seem like the greatest until they failed. And Enron, WorldCom, Delta filed for bankruptcy, Bank of America went from $70 to $3 a share. Point being, you can't have too much of your financial picture tied up in one company. So go ahead and diversify yourself away from that company stock. The other thing is overconfidence. We tend to think that we know how to outsmart the market. Instead, make sure you have a solid, thought-through asset allocation methodology that you're using in total and that this 401k fits into it. So those are just some ideas to help you invest your 401k in the best way that you can. If you have any further questions, please consult the Financial Planning Association's website or please reach out to us directly. You can find us at www.fwiwealth.com. That's Family, Wisdom, and Integrity, www.fwiwealth.com. Thank you so much and happy investing.